Hey, you guys, it's Mrs. Cervantes,
And Mrs. Talati.
known as Mrs.
Mrs.
Cervati.
Cervati.
Okay, we're back. Hey, 8.2 geometric drawings. I can draw shapes to satisfy given conditions. Get that written in at the top of your note taker. For this note taker, we're really going to see who's watching the videos because there's not much to write. There's
Well, there won't be much that we write.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
All right. So key terms, first thing, and make sure you write these down because you're going to have to reference them for a while until you have them memorized. So a unique triangle will be produced if you are given, there's three conditions. If you have all three sides of your triangle, side lengths, side is what they call that. If you have those three sides, it makes a unique triangle. If you have two sides and the included angle, what they mean by included angle is that if you have two sides, you have to have the angle that connects those two sides, which is called side angle side. And then you can have two angles and the included side, but you can have angle side angle. So if you have two angles in one side, two angles and the included side, so angle side angle, it will also make a unique triangle.
Okay, so listen, you have to write these down. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to reference what a unique triangle is versus not a unique triangle, okay? So make sure you have these definitions written down. The next one is given side lengths of a triangle. So you guys know that a triangle is a three-sided two-dimensional shape, right? When you have three side lengths, the lengths of two of the sides, when added together, so the sum of the two smaller sides need to be greater than the longest side or the third side. So we basically can say side length 1 plus side length 2 has to be greater than side length 3 for it to form a triangle. And your side length 3 is always the longest of the three.
With right triangles. That's with right triangles.
Not with regular triangles?
No. So this one, so with right triangles, your two shorter sides, the sum has to be greater than the longer side to make the right triangle. But in any triangle, the lengths of any of the two sides, yeah.
Okay, can be greater than the length of the third side.
Yes, just the third side, yeah.
Okay. And we're going to show you examples. We are not going to be writing per the technical difficulties we had last week. We are still experiencing those difficulties, so we're going to say them and see who's listening.
You guys fill them in. Okay, and I don't know what this enter your search term thing is that keeps
popped up in
up.
Math 7 too.
I know, that's weird. Okay, so your notes. So first question says, tell whether each figure creates the conditions to form a unique triangle, more than one triangle, or no triangle at all. Okay.
Oh, wait, we can write on your, can we write?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so if we're looking at, where's my pen? All right, so if we're looking at number one, we're looking at what do we have here? We have an angle, we have a side, and an angle. So I would even do this because you know that one's 90. You have an angle, side, and an angle. And if you look back at your conditions, which you can do because you have your notes, that means I have two angles and an included side. So here's what we meant by included side. I have two angles, and the included side means it's in between those two angles. So that makes this a unique triangle. Oh boy, look at my writing.
Great. Okay, so number 2, we're going to use our the third one, yeah. So we are going to say that we can pick any sides. So if we go 4 plus 3 is greater than 11, not true. If we go 3 plus 11, that is not greater than 4, not true. If we go 11 plus 3, that is not greater than 4, not true. So it does not, ooh, look at this. Form, oh gosh, a triangle. You guys, we're writing with our fingers on our laptops. That's why it looks the way it does.
Okay, so just keep going back to the conditions in the front. So that one doesn't make a triangle. All right, look down here. Number 3, you have, I like that color. Why have we never used that?
I've never seen it.
Okay, so we have an angle, a side, and another angle. So angle, side, angle. And so that fits the condition. So again, you have a unique triangle. Okay. And then the last one.
I want to pick a different color though, just so all my teal doesn't roll together. Let's go purple. Let's get a color combo. Let's go 6 plus 12. That's 18. That is greater than 7. Let's check them all. So then 12 plus 7 is greater than 6. Let's go 6 plus 7 is greater than 12. Those are all true statements. So this is a unique triangle. Pretty easy, right?
Okay, and then looking at examples 2 and 4 that Ms. Talati just did, the last question says, describe the lengths of 3 segments that could not be used to form a triangle. So some examples, we could do 5, oops, hopefully you guys can see that, 5, 5, and 100 if we wanted to. So no matter which side you add together, they never add up to be longer than the other side. So 5 and 5 is not longer than 100, 5 and 100 is not, how am I saying that?
5 and 100 is not, 105 is not bigger than 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, 105 is bigger than 5. Am I doing this wrong?
No, it has to be, oh, it is. See, I think it is the 2 shorter sides.
I'm confused.
What does it say on that one?
Yeah, unless the book is.
5 and 105. Yeah, I think it's.
You think it's for all triangles?
I think
and I'm
so.
thinking it's for right triangles?
I think so.
The 2 sides. Okay, so then let's change. We need to change this then.
I have to bail, guys. I got to go get my kids.
Okay, bye, go. I'll finish it with them. Okay, so the lengths of any 2 sides of a triangle must add up to more than the length of the third side. So let me write this in here. Add up to more, and I think what they really should have put here is the longest side. So instead of third side, longest side. Okay, so look. So when you're looking at the triangles, these 2, 5 and 5, don't add up to more than the longest side. So if you have, so picture this, you have a strip that's 100 inches long. If your other 2 strips are 5 inches, is that ever going to make a triangle? It would never make a triangle, okay? Kind of like if you look up at number 2. She's got this is 11 here. This is 4, this is 3. That's never, the 4 and the 3 are never going to touch. Because even if you changed your degree angle and brought it down closer that way, that can kind of show you too. If you change your degree and make your degree smaller, those 2 would never touch there, okay? So yeah, I think you instead of saying third side in the example, we need to say the longest side, okay? And then we'll talk about right triangles, the conditions with right triangles later. All right, so the additional practice, don't do this. We'll do this tomorrow. So you guys are we need to use protractors to do this. Oops, and we have the protractors in class here. So you're not doing your additional practice tonight. Save this problem till tomorrow and we'll do it in class with protractors. So just make sure that you're learning the conditions here on this page, okay? And then we'll do a bunch of practice tomorrow on these in the activity. All right, you guys, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.